It was a rainy Sunday afternoon in the small town of Cedar Hill, and single dad Jack Carter had just picked up his 6-year-old son, Mason, from his art class. Jack was the kind of father who wore weariness like a uniform. His rough hands and tired eyes told a story of sacrifice and silent strength. Ever since his wife passed away during childbirth, Jack had worked 2 jobs to keep their modest life afloat. He drove an old Ford pickup that had seen better days, but it never failed him. As they rolled down the slick road back toward their quiet cabin in the woods, Mason was humming in the back seat, showing Jack his drawing of a superhero dad saving the world. Jack smiled. That sketch meant more than words ever could. But suddenly, as they rounded a curve, Jack noticed a figure on the side of the road, drenched, shivering, and clearly in distress. It was a young woman, barefoot, with a white dress torn at the hem and smeared with mud. She looked like she'd stepped out of a dramatic movie scene, her mascara running down her cheeks, her elegant hair undone by the wind. Without hesitation, Jack pulled over. "You okay, miss?" he asked, his voice gruff yet gentle. The woman hesitated, looked down the road behind her, then back at Jack. I need a ride. Please. Anywhere but here," she whispered. Mason poked his head between the seats, curious. "Are you a princess?" he asked innocently. The woman let out a broken laugh, wiping her tears. "Not anymore." Jack glanced around. There were no cars, no chasing entourage, yet. He opened the passenger door. "Hop in." She climbed in, holding the torn dress together with trembling fingers. As Jack pulled back onto the road, he glanced at her. "Name's Jack." "That's Mason." "Hi." Mason chirped. She gave a faint smile. "I'm Elise." Silence hung for a moment before Jack asked, "You running from something?" She hesitated. "From someone, and from a life I can't live." Jack didn't pry. He just kept driving, deciding to take the long way home through the scenic route, giving her time to breathe. Elise watched the trees pass, her eyes blinking away the storm within her. Then slowly, the truth poured out. She was supposed to get married today. To Charles Remington, the billionaire hotel mogul. The wedding had been the talk of New York high society, floral arches worth more than most people's homes, gourmet feasts, private security, and hundreds of paparazzi. But as she stood in that cathedral, surrounded by gold and pressure, she realized she didn't love him. He didn't see her. He saw her as a prize, a checkbox, a status symbol. So she ran. Out the back. Through mud and puddles. Past stunned security. No phone. No purse. Just a torn wedding dress and freedom. Jack listened quietly, nodding. "Sounds like you were about to marry a golden cage." Elise exhaled. "Exactly." As they arrived at Jack's cabin, Elise looked at him, unsure. "I'll leave in the morning." "I don't want to cause trouble." Jack simply said, "You can sleep on the couch. I'll make something warm." That night, as the rain continued to fall, Elise found comfort she hadn't felt in years, in Mason's giggles, Jack's kindness, and the scent of pancakes on a cast-iron skillet. No luxury suite or penthouse had ever felt like this. But outside that comfort, danger still lurked. Because Charles Remington wasn't used to being disobeyed, and the media had already exploded with headlines about a runaway bride sabotaging billionaire wedding. Tomorrow would bring consequences. But for now, in a modest cabin with creaky floorboards and a flickering fireplace, Elise had found the one thing she didn't know she needed, a second chance. And Jack, unknowingly, had opened his heart again, to a woman who would soon turn his world upside down.